Now today we're doing another experiment. What if the NBA did not have a three-point line? A couple weeks ago, I got a call from my grandfather. My grandfather, he's mostly a football fan, but every once in a while he'll tune in to an NBA game. He called me saying, yo, Kenny. Obviously he didn't, Grandpa didn't say yo. He was just complaining about how the league shoots too many threes now. And honestly, compared to what he's probably used to when he used to watch years and years ago, the league definitely takes a lot of threes. We got to the point now where teams is like, either you're going to shoot a three or you're going to get a dunk. That mid-range game is whack. So we're trying to see in 2018, if we got rid of that three-point line, how would teams perform? So that's what we're doing in today's video. I want to turn off injuries because, you know, that always messes stuff up. Everything else will be 100% the same. I want to be controlling the Golden State Warriors because, obviously, that's one of the best three-point shooting teams we ever seen. They got the best three-point shooter of all time in Stephen Curry. Yeah, if you don't agree with that, you really tripping. And then Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, all these guys are elite shooters. So I just want to see how they would perform if they had no three-point line. So you probably ask yourself, Kenny, how is there no three-point line? Well, technically, there is a three-point line, but as you can see from this shot we about to pull up, they ain't making them no more. So what I did, I went into the rosters and I lowered everybody three-point rating to 25. So this elite three-point shooter and Kevin Durant, ain't no green lights. Ain't none of these falling. So because of that, players won't be making threes. I mean, I'm sure we'll probably have some people make threes because, I mean, there's going to be like half-court chucks and everything. But as you can see right here, throughout the entire league, not just the Warriors, everything is an F. But it did not stop there because I wanted it to get to the place where teams weren't even taking threes. So if we go over to the tendencies, for every tendency that had anything that had to do with three-point shot, as you can see, three-point tendency, all 0, which means that technically teams should not be taking threes because it's not in Kevin Durant's DNA no more to ever take a three. And so on and so forth. Anything that had to do with threes, we got rid of them on all teams. But one thing I wanted to do, I kind of wanted to see how that impacted the roster. Without three-point shots, Klay Thompson's only an 85 overall. So stuff like that. One guy I'm really curious about is JJ Redick, one of the best three-point shooters we've ever seen. That's one of the, if we being honest, is one of the only things JJ Redick brings to the table. So without the three-point shooting, JJ Redick is a 71 overall. And I think in real life, he's like a 78 with his three-point shot. So that lets you know how much of a three-point shot that matters. You know, how much his three-point shot matters to him. Ben Simmons overall, don't really change much. All right. Enough shots at Ben Simmons for not taking threes. But around the league, I kind of just want to see Giannis. Don't really change much. Chris Middleton changes a bunch. Just anybody that you expect to be a great three-point shooter, no longer being a three-point shooter, so all of their ratings are going to be down. Kevin Love's three-point shot went down, so his overall went down a bit. I'm just kind of thinking about the elite three-point shooters in the league. Kyrie Irving is only an 85 overall now. Jason Tatum, 81. Terry Rozier, only a 75. Marcus Morris Sr., only a 74. Lou Williams only is at 83, but who are the elite of the elite? Without his three-point shot, Trae Young is only a 73 overall. Right now, he's just purely a playmaker. He's not a three-point playmaker or nothing no more. Just a playmaker. Wayne Ellington, only a 68. He's so bad, he's just a reserve. They ain't even got no specialty from him. He's just a reserve. Kemba Walker is an 82. Like, so far this year in 2018, Kemba Walker has been destroying it from the three-point line. But when you get rid of that, he's only an 82. Jamal Murray, only a 75. Isaiah Thomas, only a 74. Just like everybody is so much worse. Victor Oladipo overall didn't change too much. I mean, I think he's a 90 overall now. So a 4-point overall drop is actually kind of big. But just know that everybody is a lot worse. But now the NBA is going to have to change a little bit. You know, Nico Mirotic is no longer that crazy threat from behind the arc. Because nobody is. So last year, the Rockets broke a bunch of records with their three-point shooting. D'Antoni got the three or layup mentality, and without the threes, James Harden is technically at 87. 89. Chris Paul 88. Eric Gordon a 75. PJ Tucker a 74. Melo is a 73 without his three-point shot. And it's just go on and on. Y'all kind of get the gist. Just like players can't shoot threes. Devin Booker is a 78 overall without the chemistry boost. That's crazy. What is Devin Booker going to do this season without his three-point shot? I mean, he can still hit the middies and he can still score in the paint, but the three-point shot is where Devin Booker super excels, and now without that, he ain't really got it like that. But and then lastly, the Warriors, who y'all saw earlier, Stephen Curry is not even a 90 overall anymore. Klay Thompson 85, and so on and so forth. So I kind of just want to simulate a couple weeks into the season, see how things are gonna go. First game of the year. Players are somewhat. Steph Curry still took 3 threes. Kevin Durant took a 3 and made it, but for the most part, it's not there. I'm guessing that this year and look, the Thunder didn't take a 3 all game, so I'm guessing this year we're going to see a lot less scoring. Guys like Giannis, guys like Kawhi Leonard, I mean, Kevin Durant and LeBron James, those guys will still score a lot. But those guys that really hang their hat on the three-point shooting, like Stephen Curry, are going to have bad years. Game 2 of the season, no three-point shot attempts for the Jazz, and then none for us either. So, okay, this is exactly how we wanted this. Steph Curry still put up a dub. DeMarcus put up 23 without his three-point shot. But I'm going to simulate, let's go like 2 months into the season. Let's go to the beginning of 2019. We'll take a look around the league and let's see who playing well and who's not. So the Warriors are still pretty good. I mean, I knew they were going to be good still, but I thought maybe they would take a little bit, not tank, but they would be an average team maybe, but I guess it's just too much firepower even if they just taking 2s. But Kevin Durant still hit a 3 right here still. But okay, let's see what's going on around the league. Is there any team that's usually pretty good that's not really good so far? The Pelicans are struggling. The Trailblazers are terrible, but 2K always disrespect the Trailblazers. Let's be real. Let's see. Hey, Ben Simmons and company, they like no 3s, no problem. Leading the Eastern Conference. The Brooklyn Nets, out of all teams, the number 3 seed as of right now. The Hornets, with no Kemba shooting 3s, they gonna struggle. Okay, but let's look at personal stats. League leaders. Russell Westbrook is still averaging about 30. Same thing with Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, without a 3-point shot, is still averaging 30. How many 3s has he made this entire season? Can we see that? He's shooting 23%. He's made 14. And again, there's no way for us to completely give it a 3-point line. I got his tendencies on 0. So it's still surprising me that he's finding a way to shoot them. But it is what it is. James Harden is averaging his buckets. But is there anybody surprising up here? Not really. Just the normal league leaders. Let's go to the 3-point shooting now. Who's shooting the most 3s a game? Damian Lillard is still shooting 1 3 a game. And again, I told y'all that I got all the tendencies, his 3-point tendencies, all 0. So don't really, zeros all across the board. The position average is a 0. That's how you know I got everybody, even people in free agency. I got everybody stuffed to a 0. But Damian Lillard, like, you know what? I'm still gonna shoot me 2 a game somehow. And then nobody's really shooting them often, so there is no percentage that 2K can really pick up on. But all right, you know, teams are doing great. Teams are doing great. Chris Dunn still leading the league in steals. You know how Chris Dunn do. But wow, without 3-point shot, it don't seem like much has really changed. Teams are still scoring crazy amount. The Warriors are still scoring 18 points a game. And the lowest is just 100. So even without 3-point shots, these professional basketball players are still playing well, which is not surprising, but I would definitely expect their numbers to drop at least a little bit. But we still got 3 30-point scores a couple months into the season. But all right, let me continue to simulate. This time I'm going to go to the All-Star break, and maybe there are some surprising All-Stars. All right, so the All-Star break, the Warriors are still great, but let's see who are the All-Star teams. Ben Simmons makes his first game. Nikola Jokic makes his first game, but everybody else has been players that we've seen in the All-Star game before. So taking the 3-point line doesn't really make anybody significantly better. League leaders again. No longer anybody averaging 30, but Steph Curry still averaging 29. He may be the front runner for MVP, the best team in the league. Also at 29 and 9 and 5 rebounds without 3s. You know, without 3s. Nobody's making it 1 3 a game. LeBron is the best 3-point shooting person in the league, technically. Which is crazy because we know LeBron, LeBron ain't never been a great 3-point shooter. He's always been a height. You know, like 3-point, maybe not even always. 3-point averages. That year he averaged 40% from 3. That's actually great, LeBron. For LeBron. But anyway, go to the end of the season and see who wins the championship. I got a feeling of who it's going to be, but you never really know. You never really know. Steph Curry won the MVP. In real life, it's trending towards that way. I would say he's top 3 in MVP voting right now if the season ended. He shot 60% from the field. That is crazy. For a point guard to shoot 60%, I got to look at percentages around the league. Even without his 3-point ball, Trae Young averages 22. They said earlier he was just a playmaker. But now, he averaged 22. Greg Monroe wins 6th Man of the Year. Giannis wins Defense Player of the Year. Most Improved went to Blake Griffin. Oh, okay, what do you average last year? You averaged 21 last year. This year, you averaged 24. And then Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year, always flexing on us. First team All-NBA is normal. Second team All-NBA again. No, D'Angelo Russell making third team All-NBA. Actually happens in 2K quite a bit. He's a 79 overall, though, only. But he plays for the Brooklyn Nets, and in 2K, he's their guy. He's their guy in 2K. I mean, I guess in real life he kind of is too, but with Karis LeVert playing so well and some of the other guys, they don't really have one guy. But lastly, let's take a look at these statistics one more time. Again, Stephen Curry shot 60% from the field while shooting 20 shots a game. That is ridiculous. Any other point guards shooting that good? Ben Simmons makes sense. Ben Simmons makes sense. He's always in the paint. Reggie Jackson. Okay, I guess there's a couple other guys that had that type of percentage. Actually, no. It's really just Ben Simmons and Steph Curry. Then it's 54%, which is still impressive, but not nearly as impressive as 60%. How about shooting guards? Nobody. James Harden's close to 60%, though, without no threes. KD almost 60%. Pascal Siakam out of all people. And then Steven Adams, Karl Anthony Towns, Boogie, Clint Capella. They're centers, so all their points come at the bucket anyway. And lastly, we'll take a look at team stats. Again, teams continue to score the ball pretty well without a three-point shot. The team that made the most threes per game is the Warriors with 0.7. The team that attempted the most was the Lakers at about 3. I would round up for that. But that's pretty much it. That's the entire experiment. We'll just see who wins the championship, and then we'll call it a video. Again, I have a feeling it's going to be the Warriors because they're still pretty dominant without the three-point shot. Who really knows? The Toronto Raptors are down 3-1 to the Bulls, but it does not matter because they come back from down 3-1. The Bulls suck. The Bulls suck. Next, in the second round, nothing looks super close. The Warriors are going to move on. Pistons move on. Toronto moves on. And then LA wins in 7 against OKC. Toronto always finds a way. But will they find a way in today's video? Up 3-2? Yeah, the normal 2K matchup for the championship. And then whoa, I thought the Warriors were about to take it. And they lose to the Toronto Raptors. And this time it's Kyle Lowry that wins Finals MVP. Thank y'all so much for watching this experiment. In the comment section below, let me know what different experiment you want to see me do in next video. This has been Kenny. I'll be back to Monday probably. Peace.